Financial Survival Network, helping you survive and thrive in the new economy. Go to CarrieLutz.com and sign up for 30 free micro trainings on financial survival.
1490 WGCH. This is Carrie Lutz, and you're listening to the Financial Survival Network, which is brought to you by Miles Franklin. They've been in business selling gold and silver for over 20 years, and I'm a customer because when you buy, they ship. For more information, find them on the web at milesfranklin.com or give them a call at 800-822-8080 and get a free quote. Hi, it's Carrie Lutz, and it's time for another Triple Lutz Report. This is episode 189, and just when you thought New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg couldn't get any more tyrannical, dictatorial, or do anything else that helped earn him the name Nanny Bloomberg, here he goes again. He wants to ban the sale of large soda and other sugary drinks at restaurants, movie theaters, and street carts. And a large drink is anything over 16 ounces. The proposed ban covers drinks that have more than 25 calories per 8-ounce serving. And, of course, notably, milk-based drinks, which have far more calories, like shakes and malts, they're exempt. I guess alcohol-based drinks that have tons of calories too, especially mixed drinks, are also not covered. And what if you bought a supersize to share with a friend? Can't do that anymore either, at least if this law goes through. And what's to stop you from buying two 16-ounce cups anyway? Well, it's a little less convenient. Plus, the ban doesn't apply to free refills. There's some definite inconsistencies here. But hey, it's Nanny B. What do you expect? And who the hell does he think he is anyway? He doesn't want you to smoke inside your house or outside. He doesn't want you to smoke in a cigar bar or any other place for that matter. The only thing that stopped him from banning tobacco is the billions of dollars in tax revenues the city forcibly extracts from you smokers every year. No trans fats for you either. And if you want to donate that leftover food from your office party to a homeless shelter, don't even think about it. The city will no longer accept private food contributions to homeless shelters. And you know why? Because they might just contain too much fat, too much salt, and too much sugar. Hey, and don't even think of using your food stamps to buy sugary drinks. Can't do that anymore either. I got to tell you, yeah, I think there's probably a link between drinking soda with sugar and obesity. But my friend Roger, every time I see him, he has a 20-ounce bottle of Pepsi or Coke, non-diet. And this guy is thinner than me. I'm thinking of taking up drinking the stuff so I can get thin like him too. But there's no definite link between soda and obesity. It's a factor, just like so many others. And of course, you can always find some well-intentioned liberal progressive to go along with this insanity. The Times quotes this gal, Sarah Gotchenauer. She's 21, a personal assistant from the uber-liberal Upper West Side of Manhattan. She said, "I think it's a good idea. Soda rots your teeth." Hey, why don't you stay on the Upper West Side with all your other totalitarianistic progressives and go pass a bunch of laws that only apply to you, not to the rest of us. All right? Let me worry about my teeth. Let me worry about my kids' teeth. And you worry about your teeth. If you don't want to drink soda, don't. And what about this concept of diet soft drinks? I mean, we've been having this discussion, this debate about diet soda for years, and you can't convince me that all the chemicals in diet soft drinks are better for you than plain old sugar, which they don't really use that much of anymore. A lot of high fructose corn syrup. Thank you, Department of Agriculture. Thank you, farmers, for growing genetically modified corn that won't be killed off by anything, having a surplus, jacking up duties on imported sugar, and making it so that sugar is no longer part of our diet. It's all this HFC stuff. But there's a point here, and the point is another loss of freedom. All these things that Nanny B comes up with are truly annoying, and I used to be outraged by them, and I still am, but I believe they are distractions from what's really going on here. They help distract people from noticing the loss of freedoms that we're all encountering. Your loss of freedoms, your loss of speech, your freedom to associate, your freedom of religion. Because while he's busy banning stuff that you can eat, he's also busy putting up surveillance cameras on every street corner. I was in Midtown Manhattan yesterday, and I looked around, and it was like a wake-up call. I saw many, many surveillance cameras all around me. It's like you feel like you're walking into a Las Vegas casino. And in New York City, it's to the point where the eye in the sky is always watching you. And God only knows what else he's doing. He's listening to your phone calls. He's checking your pictures. He's reading your texts, your emails. He's following all the websites that you went to, all the Google searches that you've done. And they're all doing this just to protect you. Just make sure you don't scratch yourself or make any nasty, menacing gestures or faces, or else Nanny B, little brother, he might just come down on you. But there's a lot more to this story that you really need to consider. Recent articles have talked about people leaving New York State in droves. From 2000 to 2010, 3.4 million people left New York State, while they were replaced by 2.1 million unfortunate, suffering souls. New York lost $45.6 billion in income, tons and tons of taxes. And people are moving for financial reasons, of course, been well documented. Taxes of every type are excessive, confiscatory, through the roof in New York City, New York State. It's the People's Republic of New York, and nobody is trying to do anything about it. And as my guest, noted libertarian Wayne Root, said yesterday, they're also moving for freedom. Because when you go to a state like Nevada, a state like Florida, where there is no state income tax, there's no state taxing authority. You're free or freer from over-bloated government regulation and freedom from nonstop nannyism that is annoying, condescending, and insulting. The states with no income taxes are among the freer states in the nation. Take Alaska, for example. Babies are born carrying handguns. South Dakota, New Hampshire, Tennessee, Texas, Washington State, although minor exception there, Nevada, Florida, and Wyoming. No state income tax, faster growth, freer societies. It's getting to the point where all the freedom-loving people in the country will eventually reside in one of these 9 states. And while a number of these states have fallen on hard times, notably Florida, they'll recover as soon as another 500,000 New Yorkers manage to sell their overpriced homes and avoid their overburdened tax system and move to Florida. And ironically, many of the people moving to Florida, as Wayne Root pointed out, are former retired civil servants who are helping break the states. They're moving to Florida, they're moving to Nevada for a cheaper, lower cost standard of living because the unions haven't raped those states to death yet. And here's the lesson. Just like people flee from North Korea to China, from China to Hong Kong, from Cuba to the U.S., from Haiti to the U.S., human beings desire freedom first and foremost above all else other than for sustenance, food, water, shelter. And when they see their freedoms unreasonably restricted and they see their rights eroding and being lost, they're going to go where they can still have those freedoms, where they can reclaim them. And eventually, when you run out of options, you're going to fight to get those freedoms back. And I hope and pray it never comes down to that. But the way things are going now, the way the politicians are enslaving us by the day and taking away our God-given freedoms, I think the fight is coming. I hope it's not a fight where we're all out there on the streets physically taking back our freedoms, but whatever needs to be done, freedom is the word. If you believe that the soft drink ban is absurd, please send Nanny Bloomberg an empty soda can or soda bottle that's 20 ounces or larger. Everybody send them to him. City Hall, New York, downtown Manhattan. Send him your empty 20-ounce bottles. See how he likes it. Because pretty soon, they're not just going to be telling you what you can drink and how much of it. They're going to be telling you, they're going to be mandating that you eat broccoli, that you always carry your cell phone with you with a GPS chip enabled, because in case you need help, they'll be there. So remember, if you don't make the stand now, you're going to have to make the stand later, and it's going to be a lot more difficult. This is Kerry Lutz, been another Triple Lutz Report, signing off.